AJ Pierzynski. AJ, thanks for making some time. We've got Skenes on the mound tonight. How do you expect him to fare against Mexico?
Well, he can only go 3 innings, so I don't know how well he's going to fare in those 3 innings, but I would expect if we go off Paul Skenes' career, it's going to be pretty darn good. But the question mark is, I guess, Matthew Boyd after him for 3, right, and then which bullpen guys. That's the key to the U.S. is how is their bullpen going to progress, and how will Mark DeRosa use the pitching as they continue in this tournament?
Yeah, I mean, the USA is favored. Like you said, tonight won't be easy. Mexico blew out Brazil as well. But DR looking great. Obviously, Japan. Do you think a lot of people, I feel like in America, feel like we're going to run through this tournament. But I beg to differ. Where are you on this?
I think the U.S. is definitely the favorite because their lineup is unbelievably good. I mean, the guys they have on their bench would be starters in the 3, 4, 5 hitter for almost every other team in this. Japan has won 3 of these, okay? They know what they're doing. DR has won 1, and U.S. has won 1. DR's lineup is crazy. I'm not sold on their pitching, their starting pitching. Their bullpen is solid, right? Venezuela, the pitching's a little light. Mexico, the pitching's a little light. To me, it's USA, DR, Japan. Now, USA has one of the great things going for it. They don't have to play Dominican. They don't have to play Japan. They won't have to play Venezuela until the final game. So they kind of got a nice draw on this whole thing. Not saying it was kind of put that way, but they have a very nice draw to get to the finals.
Yeah, that's
so. AJ, you're just mentioning, some of the questions with the other teams. I look at Team USA's lineup. I'm like, okay, they drew 24 walks in 2 games. That's pretty good. I don't see any holes in that lineup. We just mentioned the pitching staff. Like, is there a question mark if you had to pinpoint one for Team USA?
Well, it's the biggest problem they have. The biggest question they're facing is not the names. Offensively, their lineup, again, is just crazy. But the pitching, because Mark DeRosa has to deal with so many more things than other teams have to deal with. He has to make sure certain guys pitch on certain days. Certain guys can't go back-to-back. Certain guys need 2 days off. Certain guys can only throw this many pitches or this many innings. A lot of other teams, they don't have to deal with that because they're not superstars. They're not an affiliated baseball. They're just like Mexico tonight, right? They don't have all affiliated guys pitching. So they can break trends. They can break the rules a little bit and do a little bit more than – because Mark DeRosa has to answer to 30 Major League teams, not just USA Baseball. Mm-hmm. He has every team calling him, hey, Paul Skenes, 50 pitches. That's it. He can't go over 50. Hey, this guy can't come in the middle of an inning. Hey, this guy has to have a clean inning. This guy has to pitch today. If Mark DeRosa warms him up, he has to put him in the game. So there's a lot more on Mark DeRosa's plate than a lot of these other teams.
I thought Skubal's plan, he's like, I'm going to pitch 1 game and go back. And I'm like, man, I don't know. So after he pitched, he's like, I've got to look at it again. I got to talk to the Tigers. I got to call Boris. So I was telling my buddy this, and he's like, man, he's going to go back. That's just lip service so he can seem like the hero. I'm like, oh, shoot, did I get tricked? How do you feel like Skubal, are we going to see him again, or is he gone?
Okay, well, think about this. If he pitched, I did the game on Saturday, he pitched, right? He gave up the leadoff homer, then nothing after that. He punched out Jazz. He punched Jazz Chisholm's ticket 4 times in that game. Well, he didn't, but the USA did. I think they had a bullseye on him. But he pitched on Saturday. He's scheduled 5 days after that to pitch in Lakeland. And then 5 days after that would be the final of the WBC. Would it line up perfectly? Absolutely. But then it puts him off his schedule to get ready for opening day.
Oh, come on.
Which we all know for the Tigers is more important. It would be 9 days. Could they make it work? Absolutely. Would I love to see Tarik Skubal pitch in the finals against Japan, DR, whoever it is, Venezuela, whoever that other team is, Korea, whoever that team is in the final? Can you imagine he could go 5 or 6 innings and then you let the rest of that bullpen eat? That would be a heck of a story. Trust me, I was there on Saturday night when they were chanting USA when he took the mound. It hit you in the heart, and It hit Tarik Skubal.
Yeah, AJ, I love Skubal's attitude. Like, I mean, and I feel like, well, do you feel like over the year we're taking this more seriously? This is starting to mean more to the players than it has in the past, and certainly when this tournament started?
Well, especially to the USA. I think the U.S. at the beginning was like, it's a bunch of exhibition games. And then they went out and got their butts kicked by Japan. They got their butts kicked by DR. butts kicked by Mexico. I think Mexico's 4-1 or 3-1 against the U.S. in this tournament all time, right? So, yes, the U.S. is taking this much more serious than what it used to do. And you see that by the roster that continues to improve every time, especially on the pitching side. U.S. needs to win. They haven't won since 2017. They've only won one of these. They need to win, and there is a revenge, a motivation factor. I was around these guys Friday and Saturday, their first two games. This is a laser-focused team on winning this thing.
Awesome.
Great.
Well, so Japan is the defending champs. They've won it a few times. And I was told, AJ, I think I've talked to you about this, hitting a baseball is supposed to be hard. Shohei Ohtani does not seem to make it. Like, it's hard to hit a baseball for everyone else, and then this guy's in his own category because he makes the sport look remarkably easy.
He's the best player that I've ever seen because he can do both, right? He can pitch and he can hit. And when he hits homers. He can steal bases. Heck, you could probably put him in the outfield, or he'd probably put him at shortstop, and he'd be a Gold Glove. I mean, I don't even know what this guy can't do. But then he also throws in the mound. He throws 100 when he's healthy. So he's the best player of a generation and probably the best player we'll ever see. So enjoy every second you get to watch this guy. And he can carry the Japan team to another title offensively. But how cool would it be to say it's a U.S.-Japan final and it sets up and he goes to his manager? The Dodgers would hate it. But he goes to the manager of the Japanese team and it's let's see, Bobby Witt, Bryce Harper, Aaron Judge in the ninth, and Japan has a 1-run lead, and he goes out there and closes it out for him.
It's so cool.
That would be a pretty good story.
It's
I mean,
so
he punched
funny.
out his teammate Mike Trout last time.
Yeah, he did.
Right.
He could do it again.
There's so many, you've said it, you just kind of, just in this conversation, there's so many cool storylines. I was watching the game tonight. It's like Roman Anthony's in the outfield with Aaron Judge, but Jarren Duran's on the Mexico team. So it's just all these like odd snow globe of emotions. It's great. All right, so your prediction tonight, what's Mexico's path to winning? What do you see happening tonight, 8 o'clock on Fox, Mexico, USA?
You guys know I'm from the USA, right? Like I was born in the United States. So do you think I'm going to pick against the United States of America in a game with Paul Skenes starting?
1-3. We're 1-3.
That's right. It's a revenge game. It's a revenge game for the U.S. Here's what I think happens. I think the U.S. lineup is so deep, and Mexico's lost a lot of starting pitching that didn't show up. So they're kind of doing a bullpen game. Mexico's path is they've used pitching chaos, to use A.J. Hinch's terminology. 9 pitchers, 9 innings, mix and match, do all that, and they have to slug. But you're getting Skenes All-Star, Cy Young, Matthew Boyd All-Star, really great left-handed pitcher, and then you're probably going to get Mason Miller and whoever else that Mark DeRosa needs to deploy for those other 3 innings. So it's a tough road for Mexico. We'll see, but listen, I'm always going to take the United States to win.
Excellent. All right, Mexico, USA tonight, 8 o'clock on Fox. Thank you very much, AJ. Enjoy the game.
Thanks. And if you guys haven't been to one of these games, go to one because they are unbelievable atmosphere, especially when you get the Latin countries playing each other. Mexico, Venezuela, Dominican Republic, Japan. I mean, I know Japan's not a Latin American country, but this is winter ball times 50. It is the coolest thing you'll ever go to.
All right, I'm going to be out this week, you guys.
We got you.
Just you two.
Sounds
You and I will work.
Thank you, AJ.
Thanks,
See ya,
AJ.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get more from the show and to check out clips from other shows on FS1.